And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 60 or.
Come on, no, come on, no. Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check.
Bam. 5.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hard. Leo.
Get wide.
Here's McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 20. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Giants nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On first down, Hoffman. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Crunch time, defense. '58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You got to go.
2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike.
From the gun, Hoffman. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they try to sweep to Jones. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fisher. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
49er, 1st down.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Fisher. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check, 55 to mine.
2nd and 6. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Cut. Shift. Check three. Check 52. Check.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready?
54. Mike, 54.
Hey, seam 6.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go one more. Switch. Check your hot read.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready?
58 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop.
General West. Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. They can't hang with us. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come off the ball, huh? And 58 is to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Check pass.
Yes. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Hoffman eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Buddy up. 51, Mike 51. Target, 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 target. No, no, no.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 46 yards on the ground.
First down, San Francisco.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Fisher. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Fisher escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. I got it. Okay.
Throwing on first down. Fisher complete to Jones. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-5. Mike
Hey.
Bring it. Bring it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I got you. I got you.
From the gun, Hoffman. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Ready, ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
And bring it.
Check. Look at me. Go. Go.
Back to throw. Hoffman flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Right there, 54.
Throwing on third and long. Hoffman, and going deep for... And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break. Fisher. Open man is Howard, the tight end. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry by Jones. A big run there by Jones. 45 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check Mike 54. Mike, hit it.
On 3rd down, Kaufman. And that is incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. Blue down.
To throw on 3rd down. Fisher caught by Jones. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Break. Hey, lock it.
Go. Go. Check, 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 check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Snap.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Hey, eat. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Undercross, get it.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, baby.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 47-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
To throw on second down, Hoffman, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Yeah, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rip left.
Blue draw Corkers.
Go 58's the Mike. Yeah. 58, boys, 58.
Go.
Ain't no such
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
Right there.
Yes.
54 Mike. Watch the slant.
Say go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Go. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Hey, here we go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Come to my world.
On 4th down, Hoffman. And a loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. On 1st down, Jones. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Hey.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Hoffman. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You don't want no problem from me.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
54. No chance.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Smooth.
Babies cry all the way back home.
58, boys. 58. 58 is mic. Man, I got you.
Now.
From the gun, Hoffman. This is the tight end Fant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
That's good for the Giants.
Watch the pass.
1st down.
Hey, Zoo.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
58
line.
Mike. Let's get the ball. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
X3. 218. Chopper.
And 58 is the
Yo. Go. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Now watch one, watch one.
59 Mike, 59.
Go.
Check, 59. I'm coming out.
Back to the air on second down. Hoffman over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On third down, Hoffman gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
58, come on.
Kermit.
Go.
On first down, Hoffman. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is